Bitcoin got rejected at the neckline of this potential W formation, guys, and so far we have seen a small drop in the Bitcoin price. The first week of February is approaching. Chinese New Year is approaching as well. Very interesting. In today's video, I'm going to share with you what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin in the coming days. And guys, we can see quite some volatility coming in the coming days. So let's have a look at that. And next to having a look at the chart of Bitcoin, we are also going to go over the regular financial markets, US dollar, stable coins dominance basically. We are going to have a look at this specific chart, show us what this chart is telling us. And we are going to have a look at other indicators like the funding rates, where we can get some information from in which direction Bitcoin wants to go. So guys, all about that in today's video. With that being said, my name is Jeroen. Welcome to the Blockchain Today, the channel where you subscribe for daily crypto videos. Right now, let's jump into Bitcoin, guys. But before we are zooming in right on the Bitcoin price action, make sure to scroll below this video, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get as much likes as possible on today's video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Then guys, let's jump straight into it. And it is actually quite interesting what we are seeing with Bitcoin. We had a bigger falling wedge formation, which we broke out to the downside. Eventually, we broke back into this pattern. Normally, that is actually quite a bullish sign. However, there's a big however. Normally, when we are breaking back into this channel, if we want to interpret this as a bullish sign, we want to see a most likely or most preferably a straight pump right here to the resistance, and even maybe a direct breakout, which we haven't seen, which we normally are seeing when falling wedges breaking out to the downside and when we are breaking back in. So this is quite a choppy price action that we are seeing with Bitcoin, not that clean. To be honest, then right here in the shorter term time frame, we had this W formation I've been talking about in yesterday's video. But I also have been talking about that, we could definitely be breaking out to the downside. And this is not yet confirmed unless we are seeing a decisive break to the upside right here, which we haven't got. And guys, the first week of February is coming as well. As you guys know, February is going to be a very interesting month. We have been talking about this in the previous videos. Most likely, in my opinion, February is going to be a bullish month. We got a lot of things aligning right here. So let me explain you what I'm seeing right here. So first of all, we have a 60-day cycle low for Bitcoin, which could fall around the first week of February, which is very interesting. Second of all, February, if we have a look at Bitcoin's historical price action, were most of the time bullish. From Bitcoin's complete existence, we only have had 2 red February months. All the other months were green months. And next to that, we already had a drop of over 50%. Bitcoin correcting. We got a negative funding rate for a longer period of time. I think it really does make sense to, in February, see at least a bounce in the Bitcoin price and to end that month bullish. However, right now in the next coming days, we still can see some volatility. So that is important to note as well. We are not there yet. We are not yet seeing those clear reversal pattern evidence. However, that can come quite quickly. So if we just look at the structure of Bitcoin, falling wedge formation, broke out to the downside, back into this wedge. Right now, as you can see, the former support of this wedge is right now acting as support as well. Bitcoin is seeing some reaction from this level. That is interesting development, which means that Bitcoin right now is trading between this neckline at approximately 38.3k and this declining support, which right now is at 36.6k approximately. I think that the likelihood, especially when we bring out the momentum indicators, is more likely to see lower levels. That is also something I've said yesterday, right? We are seeing the momentum indicators retracing all farther than the price, which is a big warning signal. Normally when Bitcoin wants to dump further, wants to see lower levels, this is exactly what we are seeing. So for example, we have a high right here, we got a high right here, but the second high in the momentum indicator is higher than that first high right there, but in the price it is actually a lower high. So that is a hidden bearish divergence, showing us that the momentum indicators are basically creating space for more bearish momentum whenever the price wants to drop further. So this is a bearish development that we are seeing right now in Bitcoin's momentum indicators. That's also the reason why I think we are not there yet. I think it's more likely for Bitcoin to still see some lower levels before we potentially can see a reversal. And those lower levels don't need to surpass the lows right here. Doesn't need to surpass the lows of approximately 33,000 US dollars, but we could revisit one of these support and resistance levels, which I will point out in a bit. Then guys, when we have a look at the USDC market dominance, then we can see that we are also very close to macro resistance. Normally touching that macro resistance aligns exactly with a bottom in the Bitcoin price. We can see it right here. If we would compare, if we would overlay the Bitcoin price right here, then we can see exactly that the moment we are topping out right here on macro resistance, we are bottoming in the Bitcoin price. Right here as well, the moment we are topping out macro resistance, we are bottoming out in the Bitcoin price. There's an inverse correlation between the USDC market dominance and the price of Bitcoin, which makes sense, right? Because when Bitcoin is bottoming out, the market dominance most likely from stablecoins is going to come down, because stablecoins will flow into Bitcoin, which makes the price increase. Right now we haven't touched that resistance. So that is just a interesting development as well. I think it's still possible for USDC dominance right here to get a last pump to touch that resistance, which would mean actually another dump in the Bitcoin price. That is something that I'm watching. Also, when we have a look at this chart, which I've been pointing out yesterday, open interest still could have a drop and test that uptrending support. The open interest dropping most likely comes along with a drop in the Bitcoin price. Normally, we are seeing the open interest drop when Bitcoin price is dropping. That is due to the fact that people are having long positions open, and when the open interest is going, or when the price of Bitcoin is going down, they will get either stopped out or liquidated, which means that those positions are not open anymore. Therefore, the open interest is decreasing. If we have a look at the funding rates are negative, but not extremely negative, so they are slightly negative, which also tells us that there is still some space to go to the downside. So that is another reason to believe that Bitcoin could still see another drop. Then we have a more bullish chart right here, guys, and this is the here we can see the green line is the will balances, and what we can see basically is that the will balances have seen a breakout. They are increasing, which basically means that the Bitcoin in circulation is more concentrated into the stronger hands, into the will hands, and normally we are seeing that behavior actually happening before Bitcoin starting a rally or starting a reversal. We are seeing the wills accumulating. So this is a interesting development, but it's not a direct signal or anything. So this doesn't signal a pump in the Bitcoin price tomorrow. However, generally, if we just have a look at the background mechanics right now, when Bitcoin are being held in strong hands in the markets, there is less likely to be selling pressure eventually, and eventually that will drive the price up once demand is shifting. So this is an interesting chart right now, which is bullish for Bitcoin, but not a direct signal. Then guys, let's go back to Bitcoin and let's go first to the daily time frame. I want to show you something right here. Some things that we are seeing on the daily time frame are actually not that bad. We have a bullish divergence on the MACD. We are setting a higher low, and that is actually a very bullish sign that we are not seeing that often. Normally when we are seeing a bullish divergence on the MACD, then there is quite a likelihood that there is a reversal boiling up in the price of Bitcoin. However, this is on a daily time frame, so it can still take some time for that reversal to actually play out. But we are seeing the first signals on the momentum indicators on the daily time frame. A very important signal, I think, is going to be this one. If we have this declining resistance over on the relative strength index right here on the daily time frame, if we can manage to break above the declining resistance and have a successful retest, that will unlock a lot of bullish momentum, and could be the first signal of the start of a major rally in the Bitcoin price, the rally that we most likely or could be seeing in the month February. Then the interesting thing, guys, right here is this bigger parallel channel, which I've been pointing out in my previous videos as well. Bitcoin right now has touched or have been trading around that support. And the interesting thing from this channel, guys, which I've noticed the other day, is if we would extend this channel right here, then we can see that it actually acted as resistance right here in the 2017 bull market top. So that is quite remarkable, why that it shows so much significance. So that is even more reasons to believe that this is quite a significant parallel channel. Here we can see that we have some reaction with this level as resistance. This was support, so this is not a very precise channel. You can draw this on multiple ways. Here it was acting quite precise as support. Right here we bounced off slightly above it, so maybe I should adjust this channel slightly. It is a macro channel, so similar like we have been saying in the S&P 500, where we are seeing a macro channel, right? We shouldn't take these touches really literal. So if we would get a drop, you wouldn't be already confirmed like, okay, bull market is over, we dropped back in. No, you should wait for a confirmation. So we either get a drop, retest, and then a rejection. That would mean like, okay, we have a decisive break back into this channel. Things are looking bearish right now. But if we have a look at this macro patterns, then it is possible that we're hovering a couple of days, like sometimes above, sometimes below this support, and eventually we are seeing that reaction. Now we are seeing that reaction to the upside, so it could actually be quite likely that we have seen a bottom in the S&P 500, as so far we are still holding this level. So that is quite interesting, and that's also what I'm trying to do here with Bitcoin. Don't take it too literal. We could see something like this where we get a quick wick below this support as well. These things are all possible, and Bitcoin could still be remaining bullish. But yeah, this is just an important signal that we are seeing on the daily time frame. We got bullish divergence on the MACD, declining resistance over on the relative strength index. If we see a breakout there, that could definitely be the start of a major rally in the Bitcoin price. Then guys, let's dive into the shorter term time frames of Bitcoin. Let's dive into the 4 hour and let's have a look at the exact levels that we can be watching right now in the Bitcoin price. Before I'm going to share all those levels with you guys, let me quickly remind you to all the traders out there, if you are interested in trading Bitcoin, I'm personally using and recommending the Bybit exchange. If you sign up on the Bybit exchange right now, you can get an additional bonus of $4,460. If you sign up and participate with this specific bonus, you will get a 30% discount on your taker fees as well. More information with the link down below. But there's another bonus going on over on the Bybit exchange where you can get a direct $1,200 bonus on top of that, and these are the deposit requirements. If you deposit half a Bitcoin, you will get $200 worth of bonus in Bitcoin, and if you would deposit like 2 Bitcoin, you will get $1,200 worth of bonus in Bitcoin deposited to your account, which you can use for trading. So you can also even deposit and just use the bonus for trading. If you are interested in that, guys, you can find my affiliate link down below this video. These bonuses are only available if you sign up using my specific affiliate link. Then guys, let's go back to Bitcoin. And yeah, what we are seeing right now is that we are getting supported by the 36.6, 36.7k level right here, which was the former support of this falling wedge formation. If we were to lose that level, if we were to break below that level, the next support to watch is right here at 35.8. If we were to break below that level as well, guys, then the next level to watch is of course right here at roughly 33,700. And the next level to watch is going to be the support of this bigger rising channel, which would be at the lower, the lower 33,000 levels, and maybe even slightly below that, 32,900, as you can see right here. Always do take in mind, guys, that it is possible for Bitcoin to do something like this, where we were to come down and tap liquidity below the support and then eventually see that reversal. What we can see, which is also quite interesting, is that one of our support levels at 32,500 is roughly, very roughly aligning with the support of that rising channel. So it could be for Bitcoin, and maybe I'm a little bit running too much front running the potential scenarios, but Bitcoin could be seeing something like this, where we could dip into this liquidity right here around 32,500, and then from there get a bullish divergence on the daily time frame and on the 4-hour time frame, and then see a potential reversal. This is a potential scenario where you could be aware of, but yeah, right now I think it's important to take it with Bitcoin level for level. If Bitcoin wants to turn bullish, we need to break right here above 38,300. That would be the first level where I would be turning slightly bullish again. And of course, the next level is going to be that declining resistance, which if we would test it right now, would be at roughly 41,200. But the further we are going to meet that level in time, the lower that level is going to be. So guys, that is my analysis on Bitcoin. I'm very optimistic. I'm very positive for the coming month, and February I think is going to be very interesting and most likely a bullish month. However, shorter term time frame, we might still not be done right here with this correction, and we might still get some lower levels in the Bitcoin price. That is what I'm seeing. Let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up. If you are new right here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I wish every single one of you an awesome day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.